All right, so gonna do a review for Killer Joe, directed by William Friedkin, and this movie came out 2011. So yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about this movie without spoilers, but I mean, I enjoyed the movie, but it's a very dark, messed up movie. Um, I don't know, maybe too messed up. Um, so. But Matthew McConaughey is great in it. He's ruthless, very messed up character. Um, Emil Hirsch is good. Um, I don't know. He's kind of an interesting, kind of weird actor. Um, Juno Temple's good as Dottie. Um, but yeah, I mean, I liked it. It's not like Freakin's best. But um, it's an interesting movie. Um, Kind of about like police corruption in a way. So Thomas Hayden Church is in it. I've always been a big fan of him. Always been a big fan of him. And Gina Gershon's in it. But it's an interesting movie. It's a very dark movie. I watched the unrated version. Um, so I've it's definitely not a kids movie, especially the unrated version. But anyways, now I'll go into spoilers. So Matthew McConaughey is like a corrupt cop. He gets paid money to kill people, and Emil Hirsch um, basically wants to kill. I think it's his mom, and it's the ex-wife of Thomas Hayden Church, and and so he talks to Thomas Hayden Church about it, and he says they can get $50,000, and so he says okay, and they're gonna split it four ways between him, Emil Hirsch, Thomas Hayden Church's wife, oh, and Joe. And he says that the wife is leaving it to Juno Temple, who's Dottie Smith. Um, and she's kind of like this like aloof character that I don't know. She's almost like a little kid, almost like it's kind of weird. Like I don't know. She's like it's like she's not in the real world almost. Um, but um, like I said, it's a very dark movie. It's a very twisted movie. Um, Matthew McConaughey is really good in it, but it's especially like the last act. It's so dark and I don't know. There's the infamous chicken scene. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Um, it's very disturbing, but William Friedkin, he does a great job. This definitely isn't one of my favorite of his movies. I still say it's good, but yeah, it's I don't think it's amazing. Maybe it's like too dark, but it's based on a play apparently. Um, so Gina Gershon had originally been offered the role of Sarah almost 20 years previously when the script was for a play but she turned it down because she could not imagine performing the infamous chicken leg scene 8 times a week on stage. Yeah. According to Matthew McConaughey, director William Friedkin rarely exceeded 3 takes per scene when filming. William Friedkin was shocked when he found out the film was given an NC-17 rating and refused to alter the film for fear that any edit would take away from the fitness of the film. It was released theatrically with an NC-17 rating later, surrendering the rating for video release, the unrated director's cut. An edited R-rated version was released on DVD and Blu-ray in order for certain retailers to carry the film. Yeah, I could see that. In his memoir, William Friedkin wrote that Jennifer Lawrence desperately wanted the role of Dottie and was willing to shoot the so like a nude scene, but she couldn't do it due to scheduling contract. I can actually see that. Jennifer Lawrence as Dottie. I mean, Juno Temple's pretty good too, though. So, Killer Joe was the first play Tracy Letts wrote in 1991. But yeah, I'm not sure. It says it made like $4 million. I'm not sure what its budget was. Probably wasn't huge, but oh, Juno Temple's English. Oh, okay. The family dog is aggressive towards the family, but docile in the presence of Killer Joe. It's a very messed up movie. I mean, the end, like Joe figures out that the money was going to go to this guy Rex, and Rex is having an affair with Gina Gershon, and he basically exposes that and basically beats up her. And Hayden Church is pissed off at her because she's lying to him and she was going to steal the money. There's actually 100K, and I guess her and Rex were going to split it, but I guess they don't really show it, but I guess Matthew McConaughey killed Rex and didn't get the money, but he had the check, so it was kind of like, well, couldn't you have like made him? I don't know. I was kind of like, couldn't he have got the money somehow? But well, whatever. This is the last film Friedkin released. Okay, he did like a documentary after this or something, but coincidentally, Matthew McConaughey plays the character named Joe Cooper not only in this film but also in Interstellar. Really? Wow. It's the same name? Wow. Is it the same character? I don't know. Oh, that takes place in like the future. So. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's an okay movie. It's a very dark movie. If you're into that, you may enjoy it. I kind of I saw it years ago. I kind of forgot how dark it was. I don't know. Maybe before I didn't see the unrated cut, but not my favorite Friedkin movie. I haven't reviewed those yet, but you know, the ones I reviewed, probably my favorite so far is I really like Live and Die in L.A. That has a shocking end too. You know, Friedkin likes dark movies. He likes dark content, definitely. Um, he is definitely not he's not making kids movies. Um, but To Live and Die in L.A. And Sorcerer, I really like Sorcerer. So, but yeah, great cast. Emil Hirsch is one of those actors where I don't know. I can't tell if he's like a bad or a good actor. Like he's either really good or really bad. I don't know. It's kind of weird. But he's an interesting actor. I really like Thomas Hayden Church. I guess he's retired now, which kind of sucks. But but yeah, McConaughey's great in it. Um, Emil Hirsch plays kind of like he owes a bunch of money to some mobsters basically, and he's gonna get killed if he doesn't give him the money, and this is his scheme to kind of get the money. But and basically Joe almost like falls in love with Juno Temple if he can fall in love. He's almost like he's like not even human. Um, and she's the retainer because they don't have money to pay him up front because he says he gets paid up front. So he says, okay, well, basically he's like, okay, well then she's mine. It's like it's a very messed up movie. But so this is the synopsis. When a debt puts a young man's life in danger, he turns to putting a hit on his evil mother in order to collect the insurance. Although they've only show her once, and that's when she's dead. So you really don't know that much about her, but he really doesn't like her, and yeah. But is that true? This is the last movie he directed? I don't know. He has two other movies, but I guess they're documentaries, something like that. But the whole thing's in Texas. But yeah, I mean it's an okay movie. It's very dark, like I said. So um, the performances are good. I don't really know how to feel about it. It's almost just too dark, I think. But yeah, I guess that's about it. Um, check it out, especially if you're a Matthew McConaughey fan. I think he steals the show definitely. And yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and that's it.